Hello, welcome, welcome. This is Wrestle Cram, and I am your host, your humble host with the most, and I do mean humble D Nostra Novice, aka Derek. We don't have there's no review today, not on shows. Today is Sunday, so you already know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. We have a pay-per-view to review, and the review is Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash 2022. And I will say this, I am 1-5 when it comes to my predictions. Already out of the gate and being destroyed. I tell you, I feel like that person that got destroyed by Dave Chappelle and crew. Yeah, I already did that joke, but I enjoy the joke. So, hate me. But anyway, I will tell you this. I truly thought that Backlash was a really... It was very enjoyable. I will say that. The only issue I have is that the card, they should have maneuvered the card a little bit differently, but I understand why they did the card the way they did, so they didn't have to, move the commentators back and forth. So I understand that, but I would have changed two matches. I would have flipped those matches, and I would have put the Ronda match, because I really thought the Ronda and Charlotte match would have been, hold on for 1 second. I got my Astros today. Go Astros. I would have put that match main event because it's for a belt, and I would have put, but the main event was worth it. It was truly worth it. It was just the the only thing I didn't like. I'm sorry, y'all. The only thing I didn't like was the only match I didn't like was the Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss match. I really wasn't a fan of that match, but we'll get to that throughout the preview. The review. Just doing a little spree cleaning. You will find out what the topic for my 2 cents at the end of the Raw review tomorrow. Okay, so you will get that. And also, I'm just keeping it in y'all brains. We will have another brand new show. It's gonna be strictly dirt sheet stuff, news for wrestling. We will have that by Nico. Eventually, we're just trying to buff out. Everything, trying to fit them into a perfect place in the schedule. Let me take these off. But other than that, let's get to the review. Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Today is Mother's Day. Y'all are doing a great job. Keep doing what you're doing. I don't know what more I can say about that. Just it's a great day to be a mother. So happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. So let's go ahead and do the review. Once again, I thought it was a pretty enjoyable show from the top to the bottom. They started the show off perfectly with the match that I would have started off with as well. They had Cody versus Seth freaking Rollins. No before the match shows or whatnot. No pre-show shows. So that was kind of weird. So I was sitting there for like literally an hour waiting, and all they did was just do a whole segment. It was a 4-hour show, including the pre-show. They were at Providence, Rhode Island, at the Dunkin' Donuts Arena. I thought that was I never heard of that before. So and they said it was actually sold out. So congratulations to WWE for selling out that arena. Just like I said, the first match we had was Seth freaking Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. It was a pretty decent match. I mean, no, let me take that back. Stellar match. I thought it was a really good match. I'm not gonna go play by play and blow for blow anymore, but I just wanted to do just a little bit of stuff because I did notate a little bit of something. So I will let you know some really cool highlights that I did like about the show, about the match. We had a nice clothesline by Seth on the outside of the ring that tilted, that made Cody literally turn or tilt. I thought it was pretty good. We also got a few disaster kicks. They were very crisp. I mean, they were just, they was really good. We got a nice superplex by Cody. The same superplex you seen on WrestleMania. We got that again. It was really good. And we had a pinfall. After that, we got a Cody cutter and a kick out by Seth. I thought that was a really nice Cody cutter. They're going to call it a cutter because, they can't call it an RKO or a diamond, a diamond cutter, of course. They're going to call it a cutter. We were getting really some, we also got a nice superplex by Seth Rollins as well from the second rope. And he turned it into an attempt to do another, when he does it, he does the superplex. And after that, he tries to go to a broken arrow suplex, but that didn't happen. It flipped into a crossroads where he tried to pin. It didn't happen. I mean, this match was back and forth. We actually got a "This is awesome" chant, and I can respect that. But it was too many. We got to stop the "This is awesome" chant. Well, one per show. That's all I can say. One per show. We got two of them. I think we got three. No, we got three of them this show, and I wasn't feeling it. You can only do it one time, okay? One time, that's it. Got a nice pedigree by Seth, finally, because he's been trying to do that pedigree for a while in this match. They were trying to, it was pretty much working the neck of Cody. But at the end, I thought Seth was going to win. We got a roll-up by Seth. He was holding the tights. He reversed it, and Cody did a roll up and held his tights, and we got a 3 count, and Cody actually won. So the match with those two now are Cody 2, Seth 0. My prediction, of course, was Seth because I thought they were going to do like a rubber match. But of course, we have a Hell in a Cell next month on the 5th. So I guarantee that they're going to do a Hell in a Cell match. Winner takes all. So after that, we had the Bobby Lashley Omas match. This was an okay match. Omas still has a lot of ring rust. He is a beginner. He's going with a world champion. So I can't, crap on him that bad. I'm not I will tell you this. He moves way better than the great Khali and Kevin Nash together. So, I mean, Omas, he's doing the best he can. And, of course, Bobby Lashley is doing the best what he can in the ring. Omas has a really nice snake eyes. So he did that on Bobby. Toward the end of the match, Omas gets tied up in the ropes, and Bobby is just giving him 2 pieces, hold the biscuits, back and forth, left and right. It was a pretty good. MVP tries to get into it with Bobby. Bobby goes on the outside, tries to put the hurt lock on MVP. Unsuccessful. Omas grabs him, pulls him in the ring. Bobby actually does the hurt lock on to Omas, but Omas slings him to the turnbuckle, breaking that lock. Now at the end, Bobby does a spine buster on Omas, and Omas is, the ref is shaking on Omas. So he goes toward the end where Omas gets up and he throws Bobby to the out, well, not the outside, but close to the outside, where, of course, MVP gets that really nice cane, hits him in the throat or the face. He turns around, he does that really nice choke slam to the ground, and it was a 1, 2, 3. Omas actually beats a world champion. My prediction with that was I thought Bobby Lashley was going to get 2 on him, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I'm guessing the rubber match will be at Hell in a Cell, where I think Bobby's going to, I guarantee he gets his win back at Hell in a Cell. After that, we get AJ Styles versus Edge. The stipulation is that AJ beat Damian Priest Monday, so Damian cannot be at the side of Edge. It was an okay match. It was kind of slow for my taste, especially me seeing Edge. I'm thinking he's getting older, so I'm guessing, he can't be more dynamic like he used to. I think he's in his 50s, so I mean, or his late 40s. Google let me know what it is, but AJ, I mean, he's still moving, very fast or whatnot. I think he was a little too fast for Edge at the match, but it was a decent match. It was a very decent match, but it was just a kind of slow paced match for Edge to kind of figure him out. But at the end of this match, we do get a calf crusher. And also we get a arm, because Edge is working that arm this whole match. So what happens is that AJ grabs Edge and kind of catapults him into the Styles Clash. After that, we get Damian Priest. Damian Priest, he can't be at ringside, so he's actually on the ramp area, but it's a nice distraction. Finn Balor comes out and attacks Damian Priest. They go away. AJ gets on the top rope. He gets ready for the phenomenal forearm. A mystery person comes in and knocks AJ out of the ring, onto the ring, which gave him Edge gave him plenty of distraction to do a crossface, and actually a real chokehold on him. He actually wins by AJ passing out. The mystery person comes out, and of course, just like I told you, Bob, your uncle, it is. I thought it was funny, but it was Rhea Ripley. We already knew that was going to happen. Rhea Ripley is the third member of the Judgment Day. We got after that, we got a really nice package about Bianca Belair. I'm a huge fan of Bianca Belair. And you just, her accomplishments outside of the ring as well. Thought it was pretty good, very sweet. But we didn't get Bianca tonight. It was unfortunate. After that, we get the Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. This was my third favorite match of the night. I would say my second favorite match was the Cody and Seth. But you know what? Let me take that back. This is my second favorite match of the night. I will say that. This match was really good. They told a very great story. Too many kendos for my taste, but what can I say? They first start off with kendos. It's a lot of bitches, no, and it was just a whole bunch. And it was funny because they're going to the top. They're going to the top of the ramp where Charlotte has 2 kendo sticks, and Ronda manages to grab both of them. And I don't know if they didn't hear it, but she said, "Oh shit." and Ronda just giving her the business with these kendo sticks. I was like, it was pretty good. So at the very end of this match, which I thought was really good, she puts Charlotte puts a chair in front of them. I'm thinking she was gonna do like a figure eight inverted in the chair, but she tells her, she said, "This is your last time to say I quit," and then she says, "Happy Mother's Day." So Ronda manages to grab her arm through the chair and does the arm bar. And while she's doing the arm bar, the ref asks, "Do you quit?" And she says no. And Ronda looks at her and says, "I'm so happy you didn't say I quit, bitch." And I mean, inverted it. And then she said I quit. So she won. Ronda actually, I guess she's there to stay, y'all. So she is your new SmackDown Women's Champion. I thought it was a really riveting, great match, back and forth. A lot of "we want table" chants. We didn't get tables this go around, but I guarantee when Charlotte comes back from her kayfabe injury, we're gonna get probably a TLC match between them, and it might be a tables match or whatnot. After that, we get the match I wasn't a big fan of. It was the Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin match. I will tell you, the video package was better than the match. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of Happy Corbin or Baron Corbin. I liked it Baron Corbin better. I already told y'all this, so I'm not gonna keep going back and forth. But they don't have good chemistry with the match. Once again, I thought that Baron was going to win. Unfortunately, he did not. It was a sunset flip pin by Madcap Moss. 1, 2, 3. Madcap Moss wins. Now, remember at the beginning I was telling y'all that the matches I would have flipped. I would have put that match as the match right after the Cody and Seth match, and I would have tweaked the women's championship match. I would have put that at the next to the last match, because the main event was actually the best match on the card. Believe it or not, I know everybody in the wrestling world wanted, including myself, we wanted the unification tag match. We wanted that. I truly wanted that match as well. We didn't get it, but we got a really great 3-man tag match by Drew McIntyre, RK Bro, and the Bloodline. I'm not a big fan of doing the bit by bits of the 3-ways or even tag matches or whatnot, but it was a great match. I will tell you personally, go and watch that match by itself. You don't have to watch any other match on the card, but if you watch that match was pretty much the best match. They did kind of single out a lot of Riddle. I knew that they were going to pin, either Riddle was going to take the pin, or Jimmy was going to take the pin. Either one of those, I knew were going to take that pin. I knew Randy Orton wasn't going to take that pin. I knew Drew McIntyre wasn't going to take that pin. I really, truly still think that Jay is going to become a champion eventually. And of course, I know the Tribal Chief is not going to take that pin. They're not going to take that pin at all. So they were singling out a lot of Jimmy and a lot of Riddle in these matches. But they were, it erupted toward the end where everybody was outside. Drew gets completely upset. He takes the Backlash thing off the commentator table. He swaps it out. He was going to do a nice little powerbomb from Jimmy. He was going to powerbomb him onto the commentator table. He doesn't. No, I'm sorry. Drew wasn't going to do it. It was actually going to be Randy Orton. Randy Orton gets a Superman punch by, of course, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns does a rock bottom, or they call it an enziguri. I don't know. It's a rock bottom on Drew McIntyre onto the table while Riddle and Jay are in the ring. What happens is that Riddle does I think it's called the Bro Flyer, and he almost gets, he's distracted, and of course Roman does a beautiful spear onto Riddle. 1, 2, 3. The Bloodline does win. That is the only match that I got correct, y'all. I am 1-5. I tell y'all that it is crazy. Wow. I am worse than the Jacksonville Jaguars. Because I'm just bad. But I would give this particular pay-per-view I would give it a B-. It was a really good show, but if I was the booker, if I was the producer of the show entirely, the Happy Corbin match would have been the second match on the card, or I would have taken that match completely out due to the fact that it just wasn't. It didn't. I mean, I would have put. You know what I would have put in there? I would have put that tag match with Naomi and Sasha Banks versus Shayna Baszler and Natalya. I would have did that. But because the Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss, that to me is more of a main event at SmackDown, or the second up next to SmackDown. I would have did a second match with Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura. Have them fight again. Have Shinsuke go over. And they'll have their rubber match at on Hell in a Cell on June 5th. I would have had something else. I wasn't feeling that match. All the other matches were so good that you had. That match was the match where, if you want to go get you a drink or you want to, bathroom break or anything like that, that is the time to go and do that if you were in the Dunkin' Donuts arena. I mean, that's just me. I'm a huge fan of Happy Corbin. I'm still kind of on the ropes with Madcap Moss, but I'm sorry. I'm talking about that so much that, wow, that's just me. That's just me. But I can't wait to see what we get at the SmackDown, because of course, Drew McIntyre we'll talk, and see what we got, or we can get Shinsuke. We can see who's gonna be the number one contender for either one of those belts, and hopefully we can try to get the unification match back on the rail, back on track, and see what we can do tomorrow. But other than that, I mean, what more do you have to say? How was your predictions? Put them in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's right there. Just hit it. Just hit it, and I promise you, every time I do a video, it's gonna let you know, pazzow, that I'm here. Okay. Other than that, I got Raw tomorrow, and I'll just, like I said, I'll let you know about the other show, my 2 cents, what's gonna be. But other than that, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.